Hey guys, what is going on? I would just like to express some of my feelings about the new Captain America Civil War movie. Keep in mind that this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, I suggest you go and watch that real quick. And I will have to say, I enjoyed it for the most part. Did it have some flaws that I did not like? Yes, but it was a really good film with more ups and downs, and one of the best in the MCU, in my own opinion. So starting off with the cast, of course, Chris Evans as Captain America, and Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man as the main characters, but there are also supporting characters like Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, and much more because this is a big ensemble cast. I think it was bigger than Age of Ultron. Overall, I was pretty pleased with the cast. Everybody played their role pretty good, in my opinion. The two new additions were Black Panther by Chadwick Boseman, I think, and Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Starting with Black Panther, I really liked him. He was one of those characters when I was younger. I always wanted to see him on the big screen. Like when I watched the first Avengers movie, ever since then I've always wanted to see Black Panther. And so this had a lot of hype up for me for the Black Panther because I was really excited for it. And and he was pretty awesome in the movie. How he wanted to get revenge on Bucky for, well, in quotation marks, killing his dad. And yeah, just like to see like the kind of like ferocity in his eyes, how he was mad about his dad, kind of like with Batman vs Superman. How Batman was kind of mad at Superman because of what happened to Metropolis, of course. And it's just really cool seeing him jump around and his suit looked awesome with the claws and stuff. And even that one scene where he's fighting the Bucky, the Winter Soldier, without a suit. I'm glad they included that to show that he's not like Iron Man. It's not all just a suit. He actually has decent fighting abilities, and with the suit, it has a full package. Um, but now the other newcomer is Spider Man. Now Spider Man was something that a lot of people were excited to finally see him in the MCU. He was probably the biggest hype to this movie was Spider Man, and I was excited myself because I've always wanted to see him in the MCU for a while now. Or from those of you who don't know, MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. Pretty sure everybody knows, but um, and well, I'd say I was pretty pleased. I think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man to date. Before Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were good, but so far what I've seen of Tom Holland, he's the best so far. But ultimately, though, he didn't have a huge role in this movie, of course. But from what I did see, he captured what the previous two Spider-Man trilogies didn't, was that Peter Parker's sense of humor from the comics. This actually, he was almost like Deadpool almost, and he was pretty funny. So I liked how they included that. Now the two main characters, Captain America and Iron Man, were both pretty good too, like always. Iron Man he was actually kind of a jerk almost for most of the movie, but in a good way because I've always really liked Iron Man. Like his action scenes were really cool. Robert Downey Jr. does a great job. I think he's my favorite actor in the MCU, and Iron Man's one of my favorite characters. I was actually Team Iron Man. I was a few, but I was Team Iron Man. So I've always really liked Iron Man. He's the one that started it all. But yeah, he was real good in the movie. His action scenes were good. The ending fight with him, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, was money. And as for Captain America, I don't really have much to say about him right now. He was good like always, but I'll get back to him towards the end of the video. Black Widow, Hawkeye, and War Machine were all good as well. I never really got why people have always hated Hawkeye in these movies because I've always really liked him as a character. I mean, he's never been like my favorite, but I've always, he's always been pretty cool to me at least. Now let's move on to some of my favorites: Vision, Scarlet Witch, the Winter Soldier, and Ant-Man. To start off, the Winter Soldier was really awesome, even more than in the last Captain America film. His story in the movie is pretty interesting, and the flashback scenes are awesome, where he's shown, which is revealed to be Tony Stark's parents, him taking down their car and stealing that one serum or blood or whatever it was. And so that's pretty cool. Then move on to Ant-Man. Ant-Man is the funniest thing in this movie. So Spider-Man was pretty funny too, but Ant-Man is hilarious. when he turns into Giant Man, it just gets even better. And like Spider-Man doesn't have very much to do with the film, but he made the most when he was on screen. Scarlet Witch is also one of my favorite. Is also one of my favorites. I think she is a really fascinating character with a unique power set. And last but not least is Vision. Vision is probably my favorite character in this movie. I don't know why, but there's just something about him that I like. Oh, and there's Falcon, which I kind of forgot about. He was good and all, but he was kind of a forgettable character for me, but still pretty cool. Then there's the villain Zemo, or Baron Zemo. Towards the beginning, I was kind of iffy about him, but as the movie progressed, his character kind of unfolded. And his plan really isn't the best, but it was still pretty good. Now the things that I didn't like in it. There are a few things I did not care for about this movie. One was that the special effects, for the most part, are pretty good, but just on a couple times weren't the best. But overall, I don't have much to complain there, but they were pretty good. Another complaint is Spider-Man's suit. When I first saw the trailer, I was a bit iffy about, but just because the logo on his chest is very small compared to other adaptations of him. And from what it looked like in the trailer, it almost looked kind of corny and childish, especially compared to like the Amazing Spider-Man logo, where that was probably my favorite logo on the suit because that looked just really cool. But it turns out that I actually liked the suit, and the logo actually did look pretty good. It wasn't as bad as I thought, and the suit itself was good. But the thing I didn't like about it was that it almost looks animated at times. I'm not sure why it looks like that, but that was just something that I noticed. Now, the biggest thing I did not like about this movie is that they seem to have made Captain America much more powerful in this movie, like way more powerful. Either that or they nerfed Iron Man down, because the final fight of this movie, Captain America is shown hammering Iron Man, actually absolutely demolishing him in the final fight, which Iron Man got a couple good shots in, but that shouldn't really happen because, for one, on the Marvel strength scale, it says Captain America can bench about 1,200 pounds or 1,200 pounds, which is pretty strong and superhuman. The Iron Man suit is capable of benching 90 to 100 tons, or 180,000 to 200,000 pounds. So yeah, in the comics at least, Iron Man is much stronger than Captain America. Also, not to mention, Iron Man took on Thor in the Avengers and was holding it and faring pretty well against him. But now Captain America can take care of him, which I'm not sure. I know he's the leader of the Avengers and he's supposed to have some power, but yeah, so he can't be totally useless. And also, you have to remember, this is a Captain America film, like movie. So I knew coming into it that he was going to win since it is his movie. But I don't really like how he won. Because don't get me wrong, the final fight was probably one of the best fight scenes in the MCU, in my opinion. But I'm not sure how how that should have been played out. I think it should have been played out a bit different, but. And also, now this is getting really nitpicky, but I was kind of annoyed that Black Panther kept on taking his mask off throughout the movie, which, it's not that big a deal, but, yeah. Now, the verdict. Overall, Captain America Civil War is one of the best superhero movies of all time, in my opinion. Yes, the story wasn't the best, and there were a couple things I didn't like, but the cast was good, and the fight scenes were the best in the MCU, and all the suits looked pretty good. Overall, I give Captain America Civil War an 85%. It was a great movie, and I suggest you go watch it. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. There's a new channel that I'm just starting out, and I should be posting at least twice a week, but probably more than that once school lets out. I'll have more time. And so help me out and like this video and subscribe to RAA Movies. Thanks.